Hey everybody, Shane here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Vampire the Masquerade, Reckoning of New York. We're going to be covering Pádraic's playthrough today. So to unlock Pádraic's playthrough, you're going to need to first beat Callie's playthrough, which we covered in the previous part. So once you have that unlocked, you can start it up by going up to New Game. You're going to choose Pádraic, who's going to be the character on the right side. Once you select him as your character, you're going to get to your discipline skill tree. You're not going to be able to modify it, so just go to submit, which is going to take you to the difficulty modifiers. By default, these are going to be set to off, and you aren't going to be able to change them when playing as Pádraic. So just make sure you hit start game, and then you should start up the playthrough. Thankfully, this is going to be a very simple playthrough. Pádraic's playthrough ostensibly is going to be easy mode, since we don't have to worry about disciplines, hunger, nor threats. So if you have that turbo controller handy, make sure you plug it in, make sure you turbo through all of the text, and make sure you just stick to choice picking. Your choices aren't going to really matter with the exception of one towards the end. There is going to be a nice little trick involved with that one to help you get all of the achievements in one playthrough though, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The only other thing worth noting about Pádraic's playthrough is his playthrough is going to contain a lot of these choice sets that only have a single choice. These are going to be very easy to get through. They're just going to be really annoying, especially if you are just mashing the A button or using a turbo controller to get through the game, because they're going to interrupt your turbo all of the time. So make sure you do pay attention for these, but these are going to be little speed bumps that you have to deal with consistently throughout this playthrough. So with that out of the way, just make sure you stick to the main quest and make sure you don't get distracted with any of the side quests, and you should be able to get this done well under 20 minutes. Pádraic's playthrough also isn't going to contain any miscellaneous achievements. The only achievements you're going to unlock are for clearing each chapter, so you should get an achievement right here at the end of Night 1 for 20 gamer score. Once you get to the end of night 2, you should get the next achievement right here. This one's also going to be for 20 gamer score. Once you get to the end of night 3, you should be good for this achievement for another 20 gamer score. Once we get to the end of night 4, we should be good for this achievement for 40 gamer score. At the end of night 5, we should be good for this achievement for another 40 gamer score. Once we get to the end of night 6, we should be good for this achievement right here for 50 gamer score, and that's going to put us on the final chapter. So we are going to have a specific choice we are on the lookout for in order to save ourselves an extra playthrough. So the critical choice we are looking for that is going to dictate which ending we get, as well as which ending achievement we get, is going to take place during this main quest called Shadow of the Daystar. So make sure you play through it like normal until you get to said choice. The choice is going to be found right here. One is going to give us one ending, which has an achievement, and then one is going to give us the opposite ending, which is also going to give us an achievement. Normally, this would involve either a second playthrough, a load from chapter select, or some save scumming. However, it is possible to combine this into a single playthrough if you do this correctly. So to get this trick to work, what you want to do is you want to make sure you pick the topmost option for your first go around. So make sure you choose Ask. That should immediately cause its respective ending right here, which is going to be the Jester ending. That's going to also give you its respective achievement, which is going to be worth 60 gamer score. Once you have your achievement unlocked, what you want to do is you want to make sure you hold the A button to skip the credits. This is going to kick you back to the main menu. What you want to do is you want to make sure you choose Continue. This is going to put you just before that choice that you made that is going to determine what ending you get. So make sure you just mash your way until you get back to that choice, and this time around, you want to make sure you choose Refuse, which is going to be the bottom option. The reason you want to do this one second is because right after you pick this one, you're going to get a checkpoint right away rather than going straight to the ending. So doing it this way won't allow you to use the Continue feature to put yourself right before that final choice. get through that final segment, which should get you the ending as well as the end credits, as well as the ending's proper achievement, which is going to be the Reckoning achievement. This one's going to be for 90 gamer score. That's how you get both of Pádraic's endings done in the same playthrough. Hope you enjoy the guide, and that's all there is to it.